Roblox has spent the last week trying to put out all of the fires caused by the accusations that it is a haven for child predators. But just a quick recap of last week. You had a creator by the name of Schlep being banned from Roblox after a series of videos where he catches child predators. Where he and his team, they pretend to be a kid, some creeps approach them, they take the conversation to Discord before eventually meeting up. And at those meetups, cops are there and arrests are made. And around the same time that Schlep was booted from the platform, Roblox announced that vigilantism was banned. All of which led to a crazy amount of backlash from the community, and then Roblox made a move. They announced that they were restricting social hangouts that include things like bedrooms and bathrooms to 17 years old and up users who were ID verified. But then creators, including some of the biggest creators in the space like Creekcraft, writing in a tweet, "This is a crazy hill to die on. Roblox bathroom games or sex games. Making them 17 plus doesn't solve the issue. 17 years old are still minors. Roblox is still allowing kids to be in these games. Holy shit, just ban the damn games. Nobody wants sex games on the platform." The whole situation being so controversial that around the same time he left the Roblox partner program alongside many others. And then you saw Roblox scrambling with a wave of announcements, such as a statement to clarify their policy on romantic and sexual content. And so now the policy that bans romantic and sexual content also implies anything that implies sex. And then on top of that, they're going to prevent anyone under the age of 13 from accessing content that is unrated, as well as new tools to try and clamp down on violations. And then over the weekend, Roblox CEO David Baszucki made a video as part of a normal state of the game that he does for the company. It's titled "Update on Our Safety Initiatives." And in it, they don't seem to directly address the accusations that many of the games on the platform are clearly inappropriate for minors. And instead, they call them sensitive topics, with a leader at Roblox saying,
This launch was really about giving parents more visibility and more choice into the things that our youngest users are engaging with on the platform. And one of the things we know about our community is, we have a global UGC community of creators that, as you said, are just explosively creative. But what that means is that for super sensitive topics, that families might have very different opinions on, or might want to approach with their kids in very sensitive ways. We just can't guarantee that that stuff is handled in a developmentally appropriate way on the platform. And so we're giving parents the choice to either enable access to games that are primarily themed on those topics or not. That's in the parental controls now. It's their default unavailable for U13s, just to start from a place, in our safety-centric vision of being a little bit more restrictive, and then let parents go in and change that if they feel for their family and for their kid. Roblox is the place to engage in any of these topics.
In that video, it's almost 45 minutes long, and they go into a lot more. They talk about why they want to ban vigilantism. They explain the scale of their platform and the efforts that the company allegedly makes with organizations to tackle child predators. But overall, what you saw is the video just not going over well with the community. Just one example of that was this community note posted on Baszucki's post announcing this video. Roblox has a history of ignoring child predator issues, silencing critics, and even suing those who expose them, Ruben Sim. Now they're threatening legal action against Schlep for helping get predators arrested. Then for many, one of the biggest issues was the company's refusal to just make certain games 18 plus and sticking with 17 plus. In fact, there was so much pushback that the company then announced it was considering limiting stuff to 18 plus, which once again got a lot of pushback. With, for example, Schlep furious that they were just considering this change. And that, as you had Creekcraft writing, making these games 18 plus solves the problem of inappropriate content for minors, I guess, but I still don't think virtual sex games should be on the platform. It also doesn't help that users are reporting that these spaces can still be found on the platform. But to be fair, Roblox did say that it would take time to crack down on it. But then beyond community backlash, the situation is also causing financial and maybe even legal trouble for Roblox. Because over the past 5 days, its stock price has dropped almost 9%, which is pretty dramatic for such a short period of time. And then on top of that, there's this big lawsuit from Louisiana, where in a news release, Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill said, due to Roblox's lack of safety protocols, it endangers the safety of the children of Louisiana. Roblox is overrun with harmful content and child predators because it prioritizes user growth, revenue, and profits over child safety. But the suit then also backed up by experienced Louisiana police forces who say they've had to deal with it. For example, Livingston Parish sheriffs claiming they've had multiple cases that involved Roblox. Or in one instance, they had a guy who was using a voice changer to sound like a young girl. However, they also added that no arrests have been made in relation to the platform. But regardless, the lawsuit's moving forward, and one big thing that Louisiana claims is that Roblox doesn't really have an age verification process that works. And arguing because of that, minors are exposed to adult content. Now, in response, you had Roblox saying that it's working on a more robust age verification system. And on top of that, they deny that they purposefully made the platform dangerous, saying in a statement, while no system is perfect, Roblox has implemented rigorous safeguards such as restrictions on sharing personal information, links, and user-to-user image sharing to help protect our community. And adding, unfortunately, bad actors will try to circumvent our systems to try to direct users off the platform where safety standards and moderation practices may differ. We continuously work to block those efforts and to enhance our moderation approaches to promote a safe and enjoyable environment for all users. So notably, this is not the only lawsuit that Roblox is tackling right now. Right over in Iowa, there was a lawsuit filed last month after a 13-year-old girl was allegedly contacted on Roblox, partook in and adult content, and then eventually was kidnapped and trafficked. That case actually leading to a man facing statutory rape charges in Tennessee, with Iowa prosecutors expecting to file similar charges. At the very least, this whole situation is a PR nightmare for Roblox, and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens from here.